Hey everybody, what's going on? KSA Kris here, Real Estate Blitz. Want to do a quick video for y'all. Had a really cool little mastermind yesterday, and we talked about buy and hold properties. If you read in the show notes, we've been doing a series actually on real estate investing for our mastermind sessions within the brokerage out here in Marietta, California. If you ever get a chance and you're out this way, swing through. We do it every Tuesday at 11:30, and you are welcome to attend. So with that said, wanted to talk a little bit today about buy and hold investing, and we're not only going to talk about what it is and how it works and just some of the minutia of it. We're not going to get too deep, but we're going to talk about how you can actually leverage, if you have the knowledge of buy and hold investing, you know what it is and how to work with it. You have the ability to potentially convert more people for traditional retail real estate business. So first off, what is a buy and hold? What is a buy and hold? The easiest way to explain it is you're purchasing an asset in order to rent it out to meet basically three specific purposes, and you're going to hold it for an extended period of time. So it's a long-term investment. So like a fix and flip, you buy it, you renovate it, you sell it, you try to get it done as fast as possible. The intent with buy and hold is that you're purchasing it in order to hold on to it for extended period of time in order to make a profit, whatever that profit might be. And everybody's going to invest in a buy and hold for different reasons. But here's the three things that people are usually looking for. They're looking for cash flow. Is number one, cash flow. So cash flow is the amount of money that you're going to make every month. So let's say you purchase a property for $100,000. You're making $1,000 per month. If you do that over 12 months, it's $1,000 per month. That's $12,000. You're making 12% per year on your investment, 12% per year on your investment, or 1% per month on your investment. So on principal. So that's not a bad investment. If you figure the stock market, if it's really cooking, you're making 6 to 9%. If it's on fire, knowing that the stock market is going to go down, being able to say, I'm going to be guaranteed X number of dollars, whatever that's going to be. And I have the ability to actually ramp that up year to year that I actually own that property. That's also a plus, because you can ask for more money every year if you want to in order to create more cash flow. So that's the profit that you're going to make every month or throughout the year on that. Now, the second one that you're going to be looking for is going to be what's called appreciation. Now, some people are confused in the mastermind on this. They're like, okay, so I don't appreciation. Well, in the normal real estate market, if you own a property or a home, and I say property or home because keep in mind, buy and hold has nothing to do with just retail real estate when it comes to single family homes. You can buy and hold multi-units, you can buy and hold commercial property, you can buy and hold land. It really just comes down to what you're looking to get into. But we're going to use residential properties for right now to help you, understand and wrap your head around it. So appreciation, that property over time is going to ideally be worth more. So if I buy it now, 5 years from now, we would hope that it's going to increase in value, or each year it's going to increase in value. It could be $5,000, it could be 10,000, 20,000, 50,000, just depends on your market and what's going on. So the overall appreciation. So when you decide to sell that home, you should make a profit because you put 100,000 into it. It appreciated $100,000. You made $100,000 over the term of owning that property. That's the appreciation plus the cash flow. The very last one is going to be the depreciation. So being able to write off that property or write down that property in some way. I know there's a lot of people that have higher incomes. They're able to write off in order to stay within an income bracket that they want to manage so they can manage your taxes. So in return, you're really saving money. And the more money you save, the more money you make. So a better way of explaining this, I see it quite often. Agent says, I made $1 million this year. Great. How much did you spend in order to make $1 million? Well, I spent 800,000. Okay, so really you only took home about $200,000 that you put in your pocket. So you didn't make $1 million. The more money you can keep, the more profitable you are. The more profitable you are, the better off you are, right? You're living your dream. So those are the three things you should be looking for in a buy and hold property specifically. Okay. So next, now that you're looking for a property, what should the expectations be? Well, traditionally what we're going to try to steer our clients towards is, you want to make a 1% per month on your principal whenever you're purchasing a property. It's going to be different in every market. I would even say, it just comes down to what you want. Some people want a little more stability, like down in San Diego, the average is 5.6%. That's your annual return. And some people are really good with that, but it just really comes down to what you're looking for. And that's going to basically dictate the overall cap rate. So the cap rate is, okay, something must have just happened with the internet. Hopefully I'm still on. long story short, what that is I put in X number of dollars. This is what I get in an annual return that I can show on rent rolls. Therefore, this is the overall profitability of this property. So the big one that people run into is, how do I get financing for something like this? There's a couple of different ways you can do financing. You can do this through conventional lending. You can do it through also through different hard money lenders. Hard money lenders do loan on buy and hold properties. And there's even some other stuff. I just did a video. If you haven't seen it, I did a live video recording with a wonderful guy named David. You can see it on YouTube. You can look it up on Facebook as well, where we talked and went in depth just on hard money lending, and we also talked in depth on buy and hold properties. So I'd highly recommend that you check that out. It'll definitely give you some more perspective on what the different variations of lending are, because I don't want to get lost on the lending. There's a ton of stuff to talk about when it comes to lending, but there is plenty of lending out there. Typically, you're going to be looking at right now in today's economy anywhere from a 5 to 8% on the loan. So why is that important? Well, this is what I'm going to get at when I said I would tell you the benefits to an agent. So why is that important? Well, here's the thing. If you have $100,000, you could leverage your money. Right now, inflation is low. Interest rates are low. So you could leverage your money. If you're able to put $100,000 on a property and you're going to get a 12% annual return, you're only making money on $100,000, right? So you're making $12,000 per year. What if I told you you could borrow, let's say you're going to put down the $100,000 as a down payment, for a 25% down payment towards a total loan, and you're going to borrow 75% of what you really want to spend. So now that's an extra $300,000. If you get that loan at 5% and you know you're going to make a 12% return, you're making pretty much 7% free money on that $300,000 that you borrowed. 7% free money return. It's going to spin you up a lot faster than if you just went ahead and did everything in cash. So this is how we leverage people when we're actually helping people sell off a property. They bought the property forever ago. For whatever reason, they're adjusting their life. They're closing a chapter, opening a chapter, and they have equity available to them. I see this happen a lot when people are downsizing, and then they say, okay, well, I just sold my home. I made $420,000. I'm going to use basic math off of a client that Adam was working with a little bit ago. So $420,000 available to me. I'm downsizing. I'm going to pick up something. But what if I went ahead and leveraged that? So I just told you $100,000, 25%. So did that time 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. You have $1.2 million that you can borrow from the bank because you're putting down $400,000. So now it's 1.2 plus 4. That's $1.6 million. If I told you the math earlier, you're looking at 1% per month on principal, but you're really doing, so that's on $4,000 a month is what you should be making on $400,000, then 7% free money on the $1.2 million that you leveraged. Wow, how much money is she going to be making per month? Could it help her pay the mortgage for her downsized home that she's going to? Yes. Would it also give her a consistent income that she could use? The answer is yes. Could she wait for the appreciation, look to refinance over time, or even sell up those properties after it's appreciated a certain amount in order to get more properties so she's making even more money per month? The answer is yes. So really what we're talking about here is coaching a client to understand how buy and hold investing works. So if they sell a property and they have a whole bunch of money in their pocket, instead of sticking it in the bank, they should buy a property with you as a real estate agent as an investment that would be leased, rented, so they can make cash flow. They can make money on the appreciation and also have tax write-offs for appreciation so they keep more of their money. That's all I got today. Thank you so much for your time. I appreciate it. And I hope you out in some way. Have a good one. Talk to you later. Bye.